All right, I'm gonna eat my lunch really quick. I'll be right back, guys. This is so delicious looking. This bowl she made is so good. I'm gonna eat real quick. I'm eating.
Before you start the afternoon stream.
What's up, Doc? No Bugs Bunny. Thanks, ma'am. This is so good. Like, I was really hungry, yeah.
Okay.
All I had was like half of a protein bar.
I was like, we're not doing this anymore. We're gonna have some nutritious food every lunch.
Yo, let's go to the gym today, though.
Yeah. Can we do solid core?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
Can we do solid core? Like, my pants on right here.
Your dad's coming?
Yeah,
Ooh.
just to hang out until we go to the gym stuff.
Okay. Cool. I'm excited to see your dad.
Right now.
Dude, I was down like 16K.
Eyes off.
And I'm up 200 bucks.
I know. Yay, it's for Green Day.
So technically speaking, I'm busting one of the accounts on purpose. Because the firm's gonna have a sale and I'm gonna get another good account. So I gotta blow it up on purpose.
Okay.
So overall, if I exclude the one account, that's up like 1,200 bucks. And then of course in the Tradeify, it's up 200. I don't want to touch the market anymore. I'm damaged.
Just don't. I feel like you can't luck out anymore.
Yeah.
It's all luck, right?
Yeah.
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 Speaking of coming, iDoc's here.
It sounds funnier
I
coming.
know.
Oh, it sounds funny coming from you. Speaking of coming, iDoc's back. So he's written a bunch of funny songs for the stream. We're gonna have a really fun competition this time for the songwriting, because there's so many good ones and we use them every day.
I'm listening to them. They're very unique. I called Best Buy.
Oh, what'd they say?
The guy said he apologized. I didn't respond to you because he was on vacation.
Oh, that's all right.
But I said you'll call him for him to repeat. But they're gonna submit a ticket. They're gonna come take a look at it.
Okay.
And yeah, the TV's not calibrated because you have to pay $500.
What?
Yes, and so he says that, but I will warn you, we prefer not to calibrate it because when we do, it'll mute all the color, and a lot of customers don't like it. So I think he says what you have to do is just use movie setting, not dynamic. Dynamic is what makes it red. So I was like, $500. He's like, yeah, that's what I'm telling you. Don't calibrate it. Just figure it out yourself, because then if we do calibrate it, you won't like it.
Yeah.
In terms of the bass, they'll come out and relook at it.
The bass?
The subwoofer.
Okay.
And rebalancing. So he'll do it for free.
Okay.
First time.
All right. Okay, cool. I'll figure out what I'm gonna do with the TV then.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we got a we got this whole like movie theater installed in the house sort of thing, like this giant like purchase that we made. All kind of you dancing.
Yeah, because if we're not gonna trade.
Welcome to the stream, guys.
We have to.
Don't forget to hit the like button real quick. We got this like brand new TV, like in-wall speakers, receiver, subwoofer, all that good stuff for our new house. And the TV is like red. Like everything is, because it's a QD OLED. Everything is like red. I'm trying to get it to balance out. You don't really notice it until you see the contrast with certain people. Now, the reason we noticed it was because we were watching Captain America, the new one. Yeah, so when you have like the TV trying to balance the overall picture of people with dark skin and light skin together in the same screen, everything like looks red. Like light skin is like a red mud color, yeah. And dark skin is like glowing red. And so it's like we're trying to get rid of some of that, you know.
Here's a key detail. He said, wait 3 to 4 months because that is when the TV kind of breaks in and then it will adjust. So don't do anything. He says, even if you want to adjust it, just wait 3 to 4 months.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? Is this like stretching where, you know, your body has to warm up? He's like, kind of like that.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, where the technology learns what is correct saturation, what doesn't. It learns how much to watch.
AI, man. Can't like a TV just come out the box, like watch it?
Right back in the days.
Can it just like watch it as intended by the person that made the thing for me to watch? Like all the AI is like, let's adjust it for the lighting of the room and stuff. And I'm just like, you know what I mean? Like, can I just like pull the thing out to turn the TV on and then it just shows the picture as intended or whatever?
I feel like back in the days, we had no option but to accept the technology the way that it is. So we were like, this is great.
Yeah.
But then now it's like we spend so much money on our tech that we scrutinize even like the smallest changes.
Yeah.
Like
I 100% agree.
Or you're refreshing.
Yeah. So we're going to give away this monitor on the stream. That'd be kind of fun. It was like $1,000.
It's so sexy though.
It's a nice looking monitor, right?
Yeah.
But I'm tired of it because it's not really useful for, well, actually, I don't know. I mean, I do like how sharp it is. And the sharpness does pick up. Only I can see it. They can't see it because this is from my perspective because it's on the monitor side. But on my end, it's pretty nice and sharp and I like it. But you can see the difference between that and over here. It's a little more faded, like the whites are white. And here the whites are like colorful white. It's like you can see like, I don't know, like kind of, it just, I can kind of see like red and green and stuff in there. It's like such a high contrast in the colors. This is just like a faded looking color. So I like it, but we'll give this monitor away just as a prize because I have another monitor I'd rather put up here. One of these other ones. I'll put that one up here.
You still have it.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. You can't do curve. You don't like curves.
I do like curves.
The left or the right?
But I have to have this one because I have to have the 27-inch to fit in the thing. What's up, guys? Welcome to the stream. We're just chilling, waiting for the market to hang out. But Ike and I are talking about our boring Best Buy problems.
No.
Yep. Alrighty. Thank you for lunchies, though.
Just eating.
Okay.
Chat, make sure he eats.
Yeah. Chat, make sure he eats. I'm just kidding. Very cool, man, to get some good lunch. I haven't been eating. That's why she keeps coming in here, because I'll be eating like chips and stuff for lunch. So, all right. Oh yeah. All right, guys. So I don't think I'm gonna make another trade today unless I get a really solid dip to MHP one more time. Volatility is over with for now. I don't think the market's gonna sell off. But it still can. I'm gonna wait. This actually, if you kind of boil everything down and you get rid of the idea that we had all that crazy volatility, this was actually, could have been a very profitable day for a lot of people. We had a lot of setups play up, even though they hit stop losses very quick. Now this is every single time QQQ setup, bears on top to trade up higher. I could take this every time. Those of you that are like not choosing to sit out, this is an entry point from here back up to there. I would be taking it if I wasn't already like feeling beat up today. There to there. But yeah, what a crazy day. Somebody said just buy a Samsung. Yeah, I do have a Samsung. We got the we just got a new Samsung. So we got the let me show you which one we got. We got this one right here. This guy. So this is the TV I just got, and it was like really nice, like 83-inch and whatever. It's a non-glossy OLED, which I like. So not like how thin this thing is, and non-glossy. So like the surface is actually not reflective, which is kind of crazy for a Samsung OLED. So, but the contrast is just crazy, dude. It's a really nice looking TV, but the movies get a little weird looking. Welcome back to the stream, guys. Don't forget to hit the like button. We'll be doing a giveaway in a little bit. Welcome back. Now you need to pull a mat and get green again after that big downturn. Randy, how you doing, man? Has it been a tough day? It's hopefully you guys can pull out ahead on this one, man. This was tough. Somebody said eating food to the doo-doo song. That's funny. Just look online for someone else's calibration settings. Brian, that's actually a really smart idea. I'm sure there's a million articles out there on this particular TV because it's a newer version of the TV, so I'm sure a lot of people have it. HDR models can make colors wonky. Oh yeah, 100%. At these prices, it should look great at installation. Should always be calibrated. That's some installer cope. Yeah, I know, right? But an extra $500 to calibrate. I'm just gonna do it myself. I want to be cheap. You blew a Tradeify account, Keith. That sucks, man. Don't get bullied. Fight back. Yeah. 2 A+ setups, 1 A setup. Didn't take any of them. It was while Trump and Powell thing was happening. Dude, that's good, man. Like, honestly, anybody right now, I'm sure if they had their dreams come true and had a wish that can come true, they say, I wish I didn't touch the market today. You know what I mean? That's how I feel. And that's everybody's wish. I am glad that I didn't do anything. And I would say happy. But unfortunately, I can't say that. Oops, I forgot to post a screenshot of everything here. I feel like the volatility is not over. After a day like today, the market's just trying to absorb what happens. So I'm not necessarily eager to jump in like the bull market's going to continue. I really do feel like VIX is still kind of trying to answer its own question of, are we going to be volatile for the month or not? This is really what you are dealing with right now. We've overpriced a little extra volatility in the market. VIX August contract was trading closer to 19.5, while July finished up at 17.25. That's a pretty sizable difference relative to itself. Now, relative to general volatility, 20 or less is not that bad, but we are now trading slightly higher on VIX. And the question is, are we safely able to get like a nice clean bull market again? Now, remember, volatility is still starting to creep up now, and this is the new contract. VIX below triple B is where we get that solid market again when you hit your pivots and it's nice and tidy and goes. VIX above triple B, however, which is this 1841 for the amount of time that we're here, anything above here means that the market's going to have crazy choppiness and volatile. Hey, thank you for the donation, Mohammed. Appreciate that. Thank you. I don't know what the currency is. I'm so bad at this. What currency is that? Because I want to match the donation as well to the community. 120 rupees? Is that rupees? Oh, no way, bud. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Oh, very cool. Thank you so much, bud. Is that the symbol for rupee? I am so bad at this. I can never trust if you guys are trolling me or not. Is that what? Yeah, that is what it looks like. I'm just so blind I can't see it. Thank you, thank you. It's $1.40. Oh, thank you. Well, you can highlight it and then right click it. I can't highlight it. Oh, on my encoder stream chat here. I can't do anything. Anyways, thank you for the donation. Really appreciate it, bud. Okay. So here, right, with VIX trading higher, we could overshoot pivots again and volatility can continue to pick up. You want to see VIX below 1841 to solidify the month. Solidify the month into a good bull market would be just like we had this last market. And you can see the difference here, right? When volatility is trading lower below its level last month, you see right here. Make this a little bigger for you guys to see. Is that right here? Oh, let's kind of like zoom in on this, make this smaller. You can see that there's a little bit of a difference in the way VIX behaves above this line. VIX itself gets crazy. And below this line, the VIX days aren't really that bad. They're just, you know, good news, bad news, good news, bad news. The market doesn't fluctuate too much. And that's really what you want to see, where the market can shrug off bad news very easily. In the current mode that we are in right now, the market's not going to shrug off news that easily like it is until market's back down. VIX is down here. So we're going to be doing a lot of trading days for maybe the next 2 or 3 days. And we also have monthly expiration on Friday in equities. But the market may just Trump tweets something and the market's dead for the day. And then it comes right back because it's just volatility like we saw today. Now, again, right now, because VIX is starting to creep higher, I don't believe that the market's going to be stable into close. So I'm not going to take these EST trades or even try to long here. The market might still continue to pick up some more additional volatility. So I'm going to chill on this and wait. I'm not taking the EST long just because this is, I don't trust it right now. Why does VIX on TradingView say it's 1753? Probably because VIX on TradingView is still actually showing you the value of VIX last month contract. So if you go to like last month, 1753 is likely where the last month was, or VIX itself. Let me see if it's VIX itself. Hold on. Oh, that's why, because it's actually showing VIX, the index. This trick is not on VIX index. This trick is on VIX futures. Hey, JY, thank you, bud. Really appreciate the donation. 50 bucks. You guys know what that means. I'm going to donate 150 bucks to go with you, and let's turn that into 10 boot camps for next time. Good job. We'll give away 10 boot camp seats for the next go around. So this go around, we gave away 162 boot camp seats. Thank you for the donation, man. I really, really appreciate that. And the community really thanks you for your donation. I give that money immediately, give it away to you guys. We'll do 10 more, so that's 20. So Ty, this is your second donation towards next boot camp. Really, thank you, bud. So on TradingView, you need to use the VIX futures contract, which somebody says is VXQ2025 or whatever the ticker will be. So choose CBO, VIX on TradingView, not Capital Comp. Okay. What would I do if I only had $200 drawdown to save the account? I would wait for a non-volatile bull move, and I would make sure that it overshoots a pivot, then reconfirms the pivot, and then long at the pivot. Example. Non-volatile day, not like today. What I would do is I would wait for this particular thing. I'd wait for the day where VIX is down here, where the market is less sensitive to news, so we don't have big overshoots like this. So I'm going to rock solid pivot. I would let the market fall to my pivot, overshoot, and then the minute it came right back up to it, I would long right there at the pivot, because that's the highest probability I have to get the move. Non-volatile means it's not going to chop around and squeeze me. And so I'll wait for that day for VIX to line up, all markets bullish, greater market signals all bullish, and I would hit a bull pivot. MHP or liquidity pocket only. And that's it for my last trade with 200 bucks a drawdown. And I'd hit it with like a couple micros just to make sure it can absorb the final chop. And then once it starts making a little bit of money, I'll add a few more micros, and then it goes up and I'll add a few more micros and just grind it back out in one single trade, or blow it up if I lose. That's the highest probability you got. How do I place my stops? I got stopped out twice today. This particular way of trading and stopping is I teach a class on this. The way I do my stop losses is when I'm trading around the pivot, I'm going to long before the pivot, slightly below the pivot, and then slightly where my stop loss would normally be, like this. Okay. My stop loss would normally be there, 40 points under. Now in volatile environments, what I make my stop loss is the biggest candle that happens in 1 minute is the amount of stop loss I'll allow myself. So 58 to 39. So let me do this really quick. This is 958. This is 39. That's 80 points of stop loss. I need to allow myself 80 points of overshoot. In any normal market, when VIX is below triple B, I'll use the 40 and 10 rule. Now that we're in an era where we're above that triple B, I need to use the greater of the two, the 40 points or the largest 1 minute candle. The largest 1 minute candle allows me 80 points of overshoot. Therefore, I'm allowing myself 80 full points to take a stop, which means I need to build a position within 80 points to allow that volatility to play out, which means I need to take a smaller bet. Since normally I'll trade one contract or something at 40, now I need to trade 5 micros for 80 for the same monetary loss, right? Which is why one of my accounts I longed here and I held all the way through that because that was exactly 80 points off of the pivot. And so that's the rule of thumb, yeah. Pele Louisville, welcome as a rocket cadet. Awesome, welcome, welcome. The overshoot on MHP, that really sucks. And again, this is where the market just like sweeps everybody. There's nothing you could have done to predict this other than over time, this just doesn't happen that often. This is the rare occasion, right? So it does definitely happen, man. And it does suck. Gina Phillips, congrats. Wait, what happened? I didn't see what Gina said. Passed your eval? Ooh, congrats. Good job, good job. Good job. What happens when I'm building the buffer? What do you mean? When I'm building what buffer? Are there any books and resources I recommend that can help build my own knowledge based on economics and market reaction? Love listening to you talk, but trying to get a proper starting point. I don't really know. Maybe the community here knows. I don't really read a lot of books on economics. I think I learned it all by reading investing.com's market calendar and just kind of researching and going down rabbit holes. Like PPI comes out. What is PPI? You know, goods produced and assembled here in the United States. You know, this is the cost of the goods. And then I dive into it. Well, what goes into it? Who they research? If you go through your market calendar, you'll learn everything you need to know as a trader. Take every rabbit hole. When CPI comes out, what's CPI? What's core CPI? You just Google. That's better than reading books. As far as like trading economics, Ito, I would say that your market calendar is like your syllabus, what you need to learn. Hopefully that makes sense, right? Read a bunch of books. You're gonna waste your time with a lot of fluff because they'll have a topic and fluff and topic and fluff. But like market calendar is like learn this, learn this, learn this. 3 stars, learn this. Fed Beige Book, Fed minutes, Fed dot plot. Like each one of these things. And I think that's the one thing you want to do. And again, I will tell you, that's how I learned everything, which is years of knowing this. I think is that. Oh my God, how many of you guys follow me? I got 11 people follow me on Truth Social. Lena followed me. That's hilarious. A lot of you guys did. I told you guys to follow. I made my Truth Social account the Slightly Fatter Man. Because it made me log in so I can read what Trump was saying. I thought I used to could just Google and pull up his last thing, but here we go. You guys are following Slightly Fatter Matt. That's based on the funny song that somebody wrote. This is Matt as an ogre, so there you go. What's Truth Social? Right. Yeah, nobody knows. Donald Trump's Twitter alternative. When he got banned from Twitter back in the day before Elon took over. And so Trump was like, whatever, I'll make my own Twitter. So he built Truth Social and now he posts on it all the time. That's not slightly fatter. Yeah, that's like significantly fatter, Matt, and significantly greener. All right. So on the market calendar, this is really how you can learn everything you need to know as a trader. Every single week, you just go down stuff. If it has an impact on the market moves very quickly, learn it. Oh, look, what do all these things mean? Well, let's pick one. Core CPI. Okay. Or core CPI. Let's read it. Core consumer price index measures the change in price of goods and services, excluding foods and energy. So food and energy is stuff we have to buy. So this is things we don't have to buy. So discretionary items. So I just learned something. This is measuring the price of things that people want to buy. And this is like discretionary spending. And it measures the price change from the perspective of the consumer. So this is like, okay, from you and me, this is our perspective. This is us buying it at the retail level. Because remember, stuff is made at the wholesale level, and then you have distribution, then you have retail. CPI is the price we experience, you and me, as the consumer at the retail level, as it just tells me. Look at this, 2 sentences, and I learned a whole lot already. And then you just keep taking rabbit holes. So this is things I want to buy. These are wants, not needs. Shit like electronics and cell phones and clothes and whatever at the retail level. And I just learned that in 2 sentences. This is the change in prices of goods and services, excluding food and energy. So there's my wants. From the perspective of the consumer, okay, that's you and me buying something. That's not distribution costs or wholesale costs or import costs or anything like that. This is just how I feel the price. And then it's a key way to measure changes in purchasing trends and inflation. Then this tells me something else. And I can say, oh, well, how does this work? How does distribution play into that price? How does wholesale play into that price? Why would this price be going up at the retail? Is Walmart raising their prices for some reason? Is their overhead getting higher? Or is cost of food and energy going up? Therefore, the cost to transport something is going up. So therefore, the price is felt here. Now I have like 3 different rabbit holes I can go down. Well, what causes transportation prices to go up? Well, the price of energy going up. Can I find that anywhere? And you can like basically just keep exploring. Over 10 years, I'm still exploring relationships just by learning it. I've learned everything I need to know literally from this calendar and just diving in and Googling everything, watching videos and reading stuff. That is exactly Matt, just greener. Hey, BB, that's funny. Matt's slightly fatter. This is exactly Matt, just greener. That's funny. But that is so hilarious that AI just got that ogre version of Matt. Why they made Truth Social be login only? Right, like they make me have to log in and create an account. That's so stupid. He's way greener from the scams, yeah. Mind over markets is a pretty good one. Not really economics, but will help you understand the price action and flow. Jim Dalton, Wyckoff, pretty good traders. Yeah, they're good. So if you're trying to learn anything trading wise, obviously you can learn from our boot camp. But as far as like learning all the relationships, how can I have a conversation about my opinions with Fed and rate cuts and all of this? I read absolutely nothing, literally nothing. That all just comes from my own mind and how I understand and interpret things. And relationship building is kind of the skill set of an engineer. Like piecing things together is what we're trained to do. And I can just keep reading and I'm always like, oh, this is kind of like that. Oh, this kind of ties into that. And just the more you explore is how you do it. And really the economic calendar as the years went by was what started me down the rabbit holes. Let me Google PPI. What happens with PPI changing over the years? How does that measure? Like what goes into PPI is the cost at the producer's level, right? So producer level cost is coming down and consumer, I'm sorry, if PPI is coming down and CPI is going up, what's going on, right? Why are we feeling prices heavier on the retail side? Well, most of that's in food and energy. Okay, that makes sense. Well, food and energy prices are going up and CPI is going to go up. And then why is PPI not going up? Well, shouldn't it be? Because they're importing pieces to assemble things. Those pieces have tariffs on them. Shouldn't the companies be passing the prices on? Well, no, because PPI is not going up. Okay, well, maybe the companies are absorbing the cost of the tariffs more than we think, and they're not passing on the cost at the wholesale level, but the cost or experience at the retail level. So then I go, well, somewhere in between, cost must be somewhere. Oh, wait, well, CPI is going up, which means food and energy is going up, and core CPI is not going up that much. So, energy prices cost more. Therefore, the inflation is felt at the distribution level. I didn't read this anywhere. I'm just making relationships. And whether I'm right or wrong, I'm exploring on the stream my thought process. And then I can draw conclusions from just piecing stuff together, right? And now it's like, okay, so, and then again, this is how I take it. I feel like if I read a bunch of economics or listen to a bunch of podcasters, I'm going to get opinions of what they think is going to happen. And people, it's just like listening to the news. It's like biased opinions. People are going to be like saying the news that matches their position. If they're short the market, they're going to be reading it like it's bad news. Well, the CPI is going up, so therefore no rate cut. But objectively, I don't care about one way or the other. I want to piece it together like what's going on so I can make better guesses. People are going to kind of feed you whatever they believe themselves, which is usually confirmation bias, what they want to believe anyways. So, as a fairly new trader, is today normal? No, Tom, bro, no. Today is like a once in a quarter kind of day. Once a month, you have VIX expiration, and then one out of like 3 of those months, it gets ridiculous like this on that day, the night before. And just market has just overly sensitive to news today. It's not always going to be like this. That's what we're trying to develop, arriving at logical evidence instead of relying on published sentiments. That's it. And nobody, like, I never read a single book that taught me any of the stuff I talk about. So some people are like, Matt, you're wrong. And I'm like, I probably am. Nobody ever taught me any of this. I'm just trying to draw logical conclusions on like the surface level evidence based on Googling stuff and watching videos and reading papers and things, or reading websites and things on each particular thing. And then just drawing from my own real world experience of like how businesses are run, you know, like. And then of course, when you listen to Powell, when he talks, he tells you his motivations all the time. We were watching the labor market. Okay. And everything is supply and demand. So you're just trying to pinpoint where the supply is and where the demand is pretty much in every economics decision you make. What's the supply and demand of you know, this or that, and where what's coming in, what's going out, how do I draw the conclusion? You know, like an example is, why would treasury bonds be going up? The yields go up. Well, yields go up when premiums go down. How do I know that? Well, I Googled that. You know, premiums tend to go up to attract buyers, and usually the price goes down of anything you're trying to attract buyers to. So obviously the yield will go up. Okay, so when the yield goes up, then it means the demand for the bond is going down. Why do people not want the bond? What are they doing with their cash? Then I go, okay, well, where does cash go? It goes to a couple places. It either goes into stocks, it goes into bonds, or it goes into cash. So what's everyone's motivation for each one of them? If the yield is like 5%, would you want to put it in cash where you're losing 2% a year? Well, no. You'll probably choose the bond yield over that. So if the yields are going up, then it means the premiums are going down. So they don't want the bonds. Why would they not want the bonds if it beats inflation? Then it means something else is beating inflation. Probably the stock market that's up 50% since the low, right? So maybe the market's just too bullish that people don't want to buy bonds because the bullish market is better. It's the faster gain. And then I go, oh, that kind of makes sense. So maybe that's what's happening. And then I just formulate my belief on that. And then I go, maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong. I don't even care. We went from 4,800 to 6,200, right? That's actually 30 something percent since April. Like, what the hell, right? Yeah. Who wants 5% yield when you made 30 in a year? So hopefully it makes sense, right? The idea is that and again, what's cool about you is that you don't have to believe that anybody in this world knows anything what the hell they're talking about. I don't care if you have a degree in economics, you do this. I've been around some stupid bears that couldn't trade to save their life, but they sound like they know everything about economics, and they probably do. But it doesn't matter how much people know. Logical conclusions, anybody can come across. Anybody can do that. If you just have a working brain, you don't have to have an economics degree to make a logical conclusion. Just piecing stuff together, and like, you're no better than they are at doing it. So I wouldn't trust people's opinions about what's going on any more than your own, just like people's opinions about the market. You guys are just as qualified to make decisions on the market as anyone else. They just may have more things to piece together because of their experience, but they're not like magically suited to guess the stock market any more than you are. So just take rabbit holes and start diving. The calendar literally is like, here's your syllabus of all the shit you need to know as a trader. Because, you know, if the market moves, you can just say, oh, well, it's probably important. Let me figure out what this thing is. And Beige Book never makes the market move. I know that because I've been trading for a bajillion years. So because Beige Book never makes the market move, then I'm not really worried that it's going to be a catalyst today or an event. And I still want to learn about it. Okay. Slightly fatter, Matt. And again, I've been trading long enough that I know what does and doesn't move the market that often, right? So this week, and is a Beige Book today, right? So today, right? Today's Wednesday, right here. So 1 o'clock Beige Book comes out, and what is the Beige Book? Is it going to move the market? Well, I know historically it really doesn't. It's kind of ignored most of the time. But you go in there and you can actually see it's the Federal Reserve's Beige Book is a report on current economic conditions in each of the 12 districts in the U.S. government. It gives a picture of economic trends in the U.S. Sorry, it gives a picture of trends and challenges in the U.S. It's released 8 times a year, 2 weeks before each FOMC meeting. The report is used by the FOMC in their decision on short-term interest rates. So this is their own report that they're using that uses a bunch of economic conditions to make a decision on should they cut rates or not. Okay, so let's explore rabbit hole together, right? Let me go up here and just say like, all right, cool. What is in the Beige Book report that, what is in the Beige Book report that is worth knowing? Let's see if AI will answer this, right? And let's just take a stab. Let's look at this. What is in the Beige Book and why? And then now all of a sudden AI is going to teach you economics, and then just keep diving in, right? And it's backward looking, as Garrett has said. This is very important. It's their previous decision was made off of this. So what's in the book? Regional economic insights, qualitative information and anecdotes, monetary policy context, timeliness, stability, what to look for, all these stuff. And then just keep diving. Dive deeper? Sure, why not? Let's keep going. Here, give an example of how the Beige Book might influence FOMC decision. And now you're getting more information from AI faster than anything else. So does it make sense, right? It's, while not solely dictating FOMC decisions, provides valuable qualitative information that can influence their assessments and ultimately their monetary policy choices. Imagine the Beige Book reports widespread concerns about businesses about slowing consumer spending across several of the districts. District. What is the Federal Reserve District? Let's take a dive there. Okay. What is a Federal Reserve District? Keep saying district. Let's keep going. It's one of the 12 geographical regions in the United States, each served by a regional Federal Reserve Bank. Oh, cool. Here they all are. Oh, neat. Okay. Learning about the districts. And you can keep diving and diving and diving and just kind of go in there and learn so much about what actually goes on. And after 15 years of doing exactly that, I probably could have a conversation with economists, even though I sound like some dude from the streets. I kind of use my own words to describe stuff. I don't have the vocabulary of a seasoned economist to explain stuff, but I can explain the relationships very well, which is why when you guys come to the stream, you're always like, Matt, I love the way that you teach something. Probably because I'm not using big words that make me sound smart. I'm just explaining it in like the most easiest to understand way, because that's how I understand it, like a simpleton. I'm a simpleton when it comes to economics, but I explain it in a way that's logical, and why I think you guys think it's easier to digest than reading a bunch of these big worded economists talking about stuff. And yet we know so little, right? And honestly, just after 15 years of doing this, I've gotten to the point where I can like, okay, I understand motivations. I understand why things happen, why things go up and down, who does what. And it's just being saturated in it. And if you read books, you can learn a lot of stuff too, but also just some people are going to litter it with what they want. How they interpret the news is based on where their bet is placed in the market. So, you know, you got to kind of take it with a neutral approach. Don't try to read something as good or bad. Read something as a what's going on and what are people's motivations. The most important thing in the stock market is trying to guess people's motivations. Like, why are they doing this? Am I longing? No, not that I shouldn't, but I took a beating today and I'm very much watching the VIX creep up into end of market, and I am not super eager to attack this from here for whatever reason, other than I just have a weird feeling about today and the way the volatility is. I'm perfectly okay being slightly ahead and being all right with it. Somebody says I sound smart anyways, but that's all that matters, that you sound smart. But I don't know a lot of things, and most of my understanding just comes from trying to draw very simple logical conclusions. And every engineer in this room is like, aha, root cause analysis. I remember learning that. And it's a skill set they teach us. And again, let's take you guys down a deep dive of how engineers are trained to our jobs. Very much so in a process called root cause analysis. It's really the core of everything we do. It is a very good practice. It's a good technique to learn in life. It helps you with everything. Root cause analysis is a problem-solving method used to identify the underlying reasons for a problem or event rather than by just addressing the symptoms. The way that it was taught to me, the whys, 5 whys. All you do is you keep asking why and keep asking why and keep asking why and keep asking why, and you'll ultimately make your way to a conclusion of why something happens. And so if you approach with the 5 whys technique, you basically can just say, okay, like an example. All right, my reactor exploded and now the plant's on fire. Well, why? Well, reactor is full of stuff that's combustible. And it must have had all pieces of the fire triangle for that shit to explode, as in fuel, oxygen, and fire. Okay, well, why did it have all 3 of them? Well, it had fuel because I put fuel in there, and had oxygen because I put oxygen in there. It had fire because, well, there's a fire somewhere. Okay, well, which part doesn't belong? Well, the fire doesn't belong. The other 2 belong. Okay, where'd the fire come from? Oh, well, it looks like there was a gas leak and somebody started their car nearby. This is the BP explosion, right? Somebody started a car. It was the isomerization BP back in like 2003 or whatever. Somebody started a car and there was flammable mixture and then the car exploded. Well, why did somebody start their car nearby? Well, because they were parked in an area they shouldn't be parked in. Well, why were they parked in there? Because, well, the person didn't follow the rules. What was their signage? Well, no, there wasn't a sign there. Okay. So the person parked. Now, this isn't what happened to BP, but this is like, this is an example of why the reactor exploded and now everything's on fire. Because there wasn't a sign in the road that told you don't park here. Right? You see what I'm saying? So you keep like diving into that, and root cause analysis is how engineers solve problems. And then the action item is, okay, well, we need to have a sign here. Don't park your car, because if there's a leak, there could be a flammable mixture, and then, you know, starting your car can blow it up. Why? You're a philosopher by going, yes, but why? Why? And you explore and explore and explore. When you get your data, you say what doesn't belong, what belongs, and then, well, that doesn't belong. Well, why did that happen? Well, we have this and this. Well, what doesn't belong? Oh, well, why did that happen? Oh, well, this and this. Oh, well, that was the cause. Okay. Can we prevent that cause? And then all of a sudden you get to like, okay, this is why whatever happened happened. Ask why, try bud dry. Dude, I remember those commercials way back in the day. What happened to the resilience MHP? Oh, good question. Good question. It looks like it disappeared for a minute there. Crazy day today, guys. All right, did y'all survive? All right, I'm gonna drop a hint for you guys, as I've been dropping hints all day. Friday morning. Friday morning. Again, I've been dropping hints little by little. With Funded Next. Friday morning. Code Rocket. Nobody knows about this yet. Not only is it going to give you a massive % off with Funded Next, they're going to be too good to be true accounts again. Tomorrow night, I'll be spamming the deal. It's similar to last time. Again, I can't give you all the info. I'm telling you it's similar to last time. And it lasts for a week. Nobody knows about it yet. Well, nobody's talking about it yet. But the people that do know are just kind of like not announcing it until tomorrow night. I'll announce it tomorrow night. Is it not pricey? It's a huge percent off. You guys remember with Funded Next, they have uncapped payouts. That's the best part about them. And if, which I can't confirm nor deny, if there's uncapped payouts with no DLL, it's so enticing that may be what they have. I'm not confirming, but it may be what they have, that I'm blowing up my DLL account on purpose. Again, I'm not confirming nor denying, but I'm telling you, I'm blowing up my DLL account on purpose today before Friday. So I'm blowing up my account on purpose. When the market opens tonight, I'm going to spam that account, open, close, open, close, open, close. So I'll hit DLL. And by Friday, that account will be blown up. Thank God. We're ready to go. Funded Next. For 1 week. Just take your moolah. Because you can only have so many accounts with them total. You can't just delete an account to free up a slot. You can only reset the account that you have while it's active. And if they change the rules, it doesn't apply retroactively to accounts that already exist. You have to actually buy a new account. Yeah, but YouTuber is going to blow up an account. Public service announcement, LOL. That's your excuse for today also. Everybody's like, oh yeah, that's what I did that today too on purpose. Don't spam open or close. You'll get hit with micro scalping. Well, Funded Next actually changed their rule to only at 40% of your accounts can count for micro scalping, which is fine anyways. I'm trying to get the account deleted anyways. Yeah. %40 of your trades can be micro scalping. So that's enough fat to blow it up without getting flagged. Is that why I'm red today? LOL. No, that's not why I'm red today. That's why the one I crossed out is red today. It's just this one account. These other two are no DLL accounts from the last sale. They're still trucking along. This was the 250Ks that I had. And after I took some payouts with them, they went bust. And then I bought 100K with it. And then this 100K was up. This 100K is up maybe $6,000. Instead of fighting it to get more payout, I'm just going to blow it up on purpose. So. ICT said that about the Robbins Cup, LOL. Yeah, so Funded Next changed their rule after we kind of talked to them about this. Now 40% of your trades can be micro scalping, which is fine. But I don't even think it even cares if you're using it to blow up the account. It'll just deny the payout on that account, which is fine because the account will be busted anyways. And it'll just start over the new account. Yeah. Thinking ahead on multiple accounts, always 10 steps ahead. I'm always 10 steps ahead. Yeah, the no DLL is very enticing if they have that sale on Friday morning, which I'm not saying they will. But if they do, Friday morning at 8:30, have that sale for a week, I'm certainly going to capitalize on it. Code is rocket. I don't know about how many points to consider micro scalping. It's more like in and out within like so many seconds. What platforms can be used to trade with Funded Next? Tradeify. I mean, sorry, Tradeivate. And I guess TradingView will work with it. How do market makers get neutral if a stock doesn't have options? In the options row as the example is the example we give on a type of hedging. There's a million ways to hedge. If a stock doesn't have options, like a market maker is hedging a penny stock or something, they have a ton of different things they can use to hedge. It may or may not be related to that stock. Like an example, if you are shorting a bunch of, or if you're longing a bunch of biotech as people are shorting it into you, then you might go out there and short hedge the biotech index or something like ETFs, right? As a catch-all to all the biotech stocks you may be having to be forced to buy as a market maker. So an auxiliary side is they can buy, sector ETF options, or they can buy index options if it's diversified risk, like across multiple sectors. They can just go out there and buy and sell NASDAQ and S&P futures, etc. So the option of like the idea of great question, because you're like verbatim, right? In this example, somebody buys the stock and the market maker short the stock and buy the options of the stock, and it hedges in a complete loop. Some things will not have, some equities won't have options, right? As a matter of fact, 50% of the S&P, you guys may not know this, don't even have weekly options. And 75% of the NASDAQ stock companies don't have weekly options as well. So half of the S&P 500, 250 companies do not have weekly options. And so if you're market making just one sector, you can always hedge with the sector ETF. If you're market making a broader subset of things, you can always just long the index or short the index to offset the risk. So other subsequent markets, right? You can like long the biotech, short the XBI, I think is what it is, whatever I just forget what some of the index are. But as an idea, is the biotechs and the penny stocks don't really have options, right? They may have monthlies if you're lucky. Why are they so against quick scalping? People are against scalping because people will exploit the fact that the paper data feeds are delayed by the real ones by a little bit of time, so that people can exploit small differences in the data feeds to quickly scalp infinite money and cheat the system. Yeah. But the rule is pretty fair, because like when I told Funded Next they need to change their rule, and they go, well, what do you guys think we should change? Like a couple of the influencers jumped in on that rule and got them to change it. And you guys could thank a handful of people. Brian was one of the major ones that pushed, and so I helped push it too. Brian and I were both talking to the owner and telling him that this rule needs to change. And we said, model it after Tradeify's, which is if 40% of your trades, just so you don't actually do it once or twice, you get flagged. So they now made it where if at least 40% or less of your trades can be micro scalping, you're fine. That way you don't get busted accidentally doing it a couple of times. More than half of your trades, 60%, need to be not micro scalping, which I think is fair on both sides. Micro scalping is as a way to cheat them, but it also kind of prevents you from being able to maneuver quickly, like get in and get out. Like you get in a trade and it dives against you, get out quick. You shouldn't be punished for that either. So the 40-60 rule is fair for both sides, we think. Yeah, so Ro, that I don't know. But again, like I'm sure when you're offsetting risk, like especially trading things without options, what choices people make, to hedge against things that don't have options. I'm sure it'd be there's millions of things you can trade to offset risk. I'd be curious to see what people I can only guess at this point what people would do. You've already spent over 5K with the rocket code. How much do you want me to spend? LOL. Oh, I mean, I don't want you, hopefully I don't want you guys to spend a lot. Hopefully you make a lot. That's the whole goal. But they did change their rule to be our Funded Next is eval and then end of the day drawdown. And it's pretty good. My Funded Futures is better most of the time with their expert. Expert is no DLL and no consistency, but it's cap payouts. Funded Next is when the sale happens, no DLL and infinite payouts, but consistency. So each one of them have 2 of the 3 rules gone. It just depends on if you want uncapped payouts or you want no consistency. Their consistency is 40%, which is great. It's really good to have a high one. My Funded Futures has no consistency, so you can get the payout faster and a couple of bigger gulps, but you can only cap your payout. Funded Next, you have to get to your payout slower, but you get infinite payout. So like to each their own, but they're both good for different reasons. I trade both of them actually for those reasons. Funded Next is like, I'm going to scale up to $1 million payout if I can. My Funded Futures is like consistent quick payouts. That's the difference between the 2 of them. And so when the Funded Next sale happens, it's always the best account to buy. when their sale isn't happening, my funded futures expert is the best end of the day drawdown to buy. So whichever way you go, the sales are always what dictate like when I load up. You're no longer a pawn. You have a crown now, thanks to Matt. Now looking for a queen. Oh, LOL, Pat. Wait, you lost your crown. Where did it go? Maybe it's just like for the day. Maybe the crown isn't like a permanent thing. You have to be the top chatter for the day. I don't know how it works. More important for my funded TV spot because they nerfed my screen share resolution so hard. They do. Is it at least in 1080p when they stream it? Because I have no control over what they stream it as. I can just share my screen in the in their web app that encodes the stream, and I think it broadcasts in at least 1080. What's the cap rule with my funded futures? I think you can make $25,000 total. And by the way, I found out yesterday, and again, I'm just quoting what Pat said. I didn't know what happens when you go to live with Tradeify and then you blow up. Because like Pat went live with Tradeify and made a couple hundred G's in payouts. And then he finally busted his account on live. And so I thought with Tradeify, once you go live and busted, you're one and done. But according to Pat, he said, no, you can start over with straight to funded. So if that's the case, I didn't know that. Once you make your 80K, apparently, according to what he said, you can start over. If you go to live and bust up, you can start all over with straight to funded. I didn't know that. Can anybody else confirm that? I thought it was one and done. I thought once you blew up your live, you were done with them. You couldn't start over. So maybe they've changed their rules recently, but MFFU is moving their cap from 25K to 100K off some funded. This is correct. It's not officially announced yet, but Matt has talked about it, and I'll confirm that it's coming for sure. Why the market has no volume today? And do you know, as market's volatile, there's just no volume. There's lack of liquidity, basically. What days are going to be like this? Market's at all-time highs. We're close to monthly expiration. Tariffs are hitting hard. People have longed the market, and it's nice and bullish. There's just not going to be a lot of momentum because there's not a lot of good news floating around. You know, CPI is raising. PPI is beating expectations, but still raising. Prices are going up a little bit. Inflation's up a little bit. The Fed's kind of all over the place on are we getting rate cuts or not. While the economy is not bad, there's just not a lot of bullish news to create bullish momentum. The market's just slowly inching higher, which is normal at a peak bull market. So you're not going to see a lot of liquidity or volume here, as essentially market's just inching higher slowly. Do you need to be a certain age to day trade? It depends on which country you live in. I think here you have to be 18 to have a trading account, but you don't have to be 18 to trade it. I think anybody at any age you can day trade as long as you're given authority to trade. I think, again, don't quote me on that because I don't know. But I know some people that were like in junior high, they came in the stream, they're like, yeah, I'm in junior high and I trade. My parents opened an account for me or something. But I don't know the rule of that. Ask your broker. But I know you have to be 18 to open a brokerage account. That I think is correct in US. Are the taxes the same when going live? No. Taxes are better when you go live. That's why you should go live. Prop firm tax is taxed at 1090 as a 1099 income. So it's taxed like you're getting paid a salary. So it's added to your wages that you make. Live account profits are taxed at the 60-40 rule, which means 60% is taxed at long-term capital gains no matter how long you hold it, which is a fixed 15%. Not 37% as your taxes. What's up, Kevin? All right, we do 10 bootcamp giveaways. 10 bootcamp giveaways. Now, how we're going to do this... Let's just spin the wheel 10 times. This is not for this boot camp. You can join this boot camp if you want, but you're going to be joining in the middle. This is for the next one. Thank you, Ty, for the donation. He's donating 50 bucks, and I'll donate 150 bucks. So those of you that aren't in the boot camp can join up and go. It's free for the first month. It will be $20 each additional month after if you stick with it. So we'll give away 10. Type in free class. And I'll be right back. Crazy volatility is over. All these opportunities, EST. You guys, if I wasn't such a wuss, looks like the EST bear zone, bull zone took place every time. Are you guys still scalping and trading this? Here to there and there to there. Have y'all been taking the liquidity pocket trade on NASDAQ? I'm just a big wussy, so I'm not touching it, but this was really great. Y'all been tapping that one? All right, I'm gonna spin the wheel 10 times. All you gotta do is type something in chat. If your name is drawn up, so we'll just let this spin for a little bit. Whoop. Raphael trades, congrats. You got free seat at the boot camp, buddy. Raphael, let's go. Now, I'll tell you, we start the boot camp up again in August. So we're at the tail end. We're at like the last maybe 6 or 7 classes of this one. The Beast 4684. I recommend you guys start at the beginning because we're well past the halfway mark. But you can get started if you want to. We usually take 2 weeks off and start up again. If you guys truly want the experience to be free instead of it spanning 2 months where you got to pay for the last part of it, it's 20 days of it is free for you. Hold on 1 second. Congrats, the beast. Excellent, excellent. So, which I'm going to give you guys the instructions on how to claim it. At the end of this giveaway, I'll give you guys all instructions at one time, so just hang tight. Mr. Doer. Type something in chat, buddy. So it looks like EST setup, man, it's been great. I honestly wish I would have just like not been so fatigued after today. I would still be attacking this, but come on, man. Let the streak keep going. Mr. Doer, type something in chat, buddy. Can't believe I let this TradeFi accounts last for 88 days, man. Truly incredibly beat all my expectations of this. Hold on. Hey. All right, buddy. Our work. You hang out here with us. Sit still. What a day today. Akib? Type something in chat so that Algo picks up your name here. Are like people not here or what's going on? What's going on? Say anything in chat. Anything in chat. Those of you, the instructions are you must type something in chat. What did you have, K-Spec? Did you eat? What did you eat for lunch? Still trading at 240 real on the grind. Streaming every day. Part of the grind, yeah. I'm definitely not. I'm not trading. I'm done trading for the day though. Wow, like 90 people entering for the boot camp and 2 people weren't even here to claim it. Well, better odds for everyone else. I gotta say, Court W. What's going on? Where's everybody at? You guys enter the contest and then just let's enter this contest. I'm gonna leave the computer. I'll just what? Three in a row. What the heck is going on? I'm so confused. You guys are blowing my mind here. When's the monitor giveaway? Maybe at the end of the month. I'm gonna give away my $1,000 gaming monitor because I don't. It's annoying me that it's a quantum dot. It shuts itself off to repair the pixels. I can't have that happen while I'm streaming. Okay, Court. Never mind. All right, 2 people. 10. Oh my word. Oh my word. Ninja I-24. Please be here. Please be here. There we go. Ninja's here. All right, cool. Who, you said he responded. Who responded? Who responded? They have to beat the timer. Court? I don't see where Court responded. Where? How much time was left on the I don't see where Court responded, so I don't know. don't even see it. The bot. Oh, you haven't won anything 2010? Did you respond when the timer was still, before the timer was up? Was it about 30 seconds? That's so weird. I don't even know. I don't know why the bot isn't reading it. Well, here's the rule. Type something until the bot picks up your name, because remember, I'm streaming 8 seconds in the past. When you guys are watching me, Chief first. When you guys are watching me, it's in the past. If you don't, you have basically like 8 to 10 seconds. If it gets to like to 8 on your screen, it's at 0 on my screen, and my screen is what counts. See, Chi talk something really quick. There you go. I got you, Court. All right, I'll trust the community on that. You're good, man. Let's just see if the bot picked it up. Oh, it's in the list? Oh, that's so weird. Maybe the timer just kept going even though they typed something. Yeah, that's so weird. Well, maybe the timer just didn't stop. Yeah, Court, your name is there. That's weird. Yeah, this is officially like the winners list. So if you actually type something, it will show up there. That just looks like there's a bug in the wheel there. We got you, man. It got you. It got your name there. Blom Fatih. Fatih. G first. Good job. Good job. Thomas Johnson. I got. Free pickle. He's so bad. We're about to send him to like doggy training school. He's needy. He barks. He's unruly. You're an unruly puppy. Unruly. You're gonna need to learn to behave. Pickle wants to sit up, and you want to be a streamer? Here, you want to say something? Here. Tell people what's on your mind. Tell people what's on your mind. What's up? You can come in here. You can put your paw on the mic. Look, he's put his paw on the mic. You know, he's like, no thanks.
You yawn into the mic.
Dude, he's oh god, he's out of control.
Just loves me more.
Red Ryan. Looks like this is probably, I would say this might be the end of the day today. That scalp has happened twice. If anybody got lucky on this, y'all did pretty good. Oh, crazy day today. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, 2 more. So you guys will get your first month free of boot camp. It's 20. So the minute you run this coupon, you're in for a whole month. And then the second month, it'll be $20 if you keep going. So cancel if you don't want to stay in it. I recommend that you guys start when we start, which will be in about 3 or 4 weeks from now. We're at the tail end of the current boot camp, which will end probably in about a week to a week and a half. And then we usually take 2 weeks off and then start up again. You can get a free My Fun and Futures account. I mean, you can if I do the giveaway. You might actually win something. John Gomez. Man, what a crazy freaking day today, man. All right. Nice job, guys. One more. So So the boot camp is 20 days. If you don't win, it's 20 days for $20. It's $1 a class. You'll learn every single technique that we have at Rocket Scooter, every single risk management, position management, day trading technique that I have. Court. It's like you were destined to win, bro. LOL. Had you not claimed your prize earlier, the universe was like, no, bro, you need to take these boot camps. So like, it's destiny, man. Don't miss a single freaking class. The universe is telling you something. That's too funny. All right, one more. He doesn't win 2. He just wins the 1. Kelly P. Last one, number 10. So we'll start up again. Oops. We'll start up again roughly at like August something. Kelly, type something. Chris, type something. And again, some people are sleeping, yeah, probably so. Mayank Patel. Last winner, congrats. Congrats, congrats. You were close. All right. You should do 30 seconds. Nobody's here. That's so weird. Everybody, where's everybody at? Okay, I'm tired of this. All right. Everybody, if you want to enter, type in 1, 2, 3. Okay. I don't know what's going on with the 5 people that entered that maybe they don't understand what's going on, but type 1, 2, 3. I'm going to do it like one more time. I'm going to count to 20 and I'm going to do it. Last person. You guys better be here. That's the problem, like spinning the wheel. I wish I could just spin the wheel and choose like 10 people at once. All right. Should be good. Rogue of the Lamb, that's the last person. Like I said, we do giveaways every day, so you should be fine. Rogue of the Lamb, type something in chat. Yeah, finally, all right, finally 10 people. Hooray! We did it. We did it, you guys. We accomplished something together as a team. Love doing the giveaways. Love, 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 love. Okay. Oops. Case special. Oh, really? That is so lame. It's vertical. I mean, it's a horizontal text string. Okay, whatever. Let's drop it in there like this. All right. Slack's can organize that for us. All right, cool. All right, guys, and we'll do like a My Funny giveaway in a little bit. We didn't have 700 people, but maybe I'll still do one just to be nice, but not now. In a little bit, towards the later part of the afternoon sesh. Or actually, hold on one. Okay, what do we have? I think I might have some take profit coupons giveaways to do. At Futures Desk, I can do that. Hold on one second. What I got over here? All right. Where's it going today? Market's liquid enough not to sell off, but bear zone, bull zone, bear zone, bull zone. We did open. Bull zone usually stay in the same zone you start in most days, which is kind of crazy. So we open bull zone and looks like we're closing bull zone. How crazy is that, right? What a journey back up to the top. Market went all a bunch of nowhere, and so did my accounts went all a bunch of nowhere. Yeah, so those of you that won, somebody explained in chat, thank you. You need to take a screenshot of your username in Discord, open up your account. So from the inside of the account, that way we know that it's you. Take a screenshot of your user ID, go to our Discord, go to the contest channel, reach out to a guy named Slacks, S-L-A-C-K-S. He's our admin. He'll hook you up with the free class. Like I said, use the coupon when we start up the next boot camp, or you can join in the middle right now and catch up on the videos if you want. We'll just be joining in the middle. It's every day at market close. It's 20 classes. The bootcamp itself is 17 classes with 3 bonus classes revolving around Rocket Scooter platform and trader funding programs. And we should be finishing up bootcamp 17 classes by the beginning of next week. And then we'll take a 2-week break and start over. Trump's about to do some bill signing. Oh my goodness. Get ready for it. Slacks like the pants. There you go. Just like the pants. Slacks drives up on his trusty Toad. Kicks Fatter Matt in the nuts when he opens the door. Tradeify didn't accept your MasterCard. Transaction was declined. Oh, that's weird. Tradeify, I've been hearing through the grapevine that Tradeify's been having payment issues. Like, you make a payment. People say they make a payment and it doesn't go through on the website, but then they get the account anyways. So I think Tradeify's, I've heard that through a couple of people in chat has said that. It happened to you as well with Tradeify. So, man, back to me bullshit. Ain't it crazy? Sucks all the people that tried to short this today. Watch this crap go all the way up to DD band today. That'd be stupidly awesome. We are getting a sermon in our chat today. Appreciate the posting. This also is a, you know, multi-faith, non-denominational, secular mix of folks that may or may not understand this guy is quoting the Bible. Very cool. Appreciate it, man. Always, we all could use a little bit of the good word in our life, wherever religion or faith you got. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Wherever you believe, can't ever go wrong having a little goodness going on out there. No, we get it, but like, you can, like, you don't have to keep posting in chat. Like, really appreciate that. You can stop though if you don't mind. It's trading chat. Really would appreciate that, because I can't read what everyone else is saying. Thanks, Beta Tori, LOL. It's the thought that counts, though. Definitely cool. Where was he? Yeah, where was he earlier in the day when we could have used a little bit of We could use some little bit of prayer earlier today. Where were you at this morning, man? When we were all saying our prayers, for real. That's so funny, Chris. You're a little late, man. Now everything's fine. Where were you during Armageddon? Like, come on. Could have used a little bit of this earlier. The candles needed some saving earlier. When the Intel CEO started tweeting prayers during the Intel stock crash last year, no, yeah. In the name of Tory. Amen. I don't know. There's a lot of people memeing Tori's whatever reel where she was like crying about she's so lonely or something. I don't know. I saw some people mocking and memeing it. She made some post or something where she's like, trading is so lonely and making. And so it was like saying like somebody made a parody of it that's like, they made $1 million and I'm so lonely. I don't think she made $1 million, but yeah. But like, when 99% of your viewer base is a bunch of guys and you just act vulnerable and then all of a sudden they're all like, oh, we got you, girl. We'll give you a tissue. Oh, it's okay. This girl's a marketing expert. Ain't no trader though. You know exactly how to feed into that. Please. Oh, it's okay, honey. It's okay. Oh, you remind me of my daughter. Oh, you're so cute. Oh, it's okay. We got you. Let's have a hug. Yeah, just good at that. There, I did see a lot of parodies of it pop up on Twitter. How much we moved today? 961 to 82. 200 points, man. That is a. Or no, that's 100 points. Not that much. Imagine like how many people struggle with this 100-point move today. This was nuts with these candles out of the blue like this. It's going to be like this till VIX gets down to that controllable area. I don't even need this anymore, to be honest. Just double checking. Distance there. Okay. Now we're back up to today's open. All of this move to end up at the same place, right? And that, it'd be so weird for this to keep going up there today. Oh. It was all Uncle's idea every way. Oh yeah, her uncle's a free-reader. That's right. I forgot. I totally forgot about that. Tori's uncle is, what's his fucking face? Some free-reader dude. What's the guy's name? I do remember that. Uncle Mike, is that what it is? So I'm playing through Elden Ring, Shadow of the Erd Tree, and dang, it's hard. It's a lot. They did a lot to that game for the update, the DLC. The bosses are so much harder and there's so much more to do. And the fights, it's been fun. That's your name. Is this Mellow Matt? This is Mellow Matt, dude. Thank you for the boot camp. Of course, Raphael. Appreciate it. Yeah, join in August when we start back up. And of course, a lot of times previous boot camp people like to donate to the next boot camp people. And usually the last stream of the month, we do this thing called Bonanza where we give away a ton of accounts in the last stream of the month. And the last boot camp Bonanza day we had, I think we gave away 40 in that one stream. Anybody watching World Series of Poker? I catch it occasionally. I don't watch it though a lot. Today morning, I applied for McDonald's. Went from flipping futures to flipping burgers. Bonanza. But hopefully you guys didn't take too big of a beating today. If you did, I feel ya. I was there with y'all. I know the feeling. It sucks. Do 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 do. Oops, I'm trying to reorganize my screen here. Trying to make this like easier to. Well, I guess I can't make that smaller, can I? Nope. It's got to deal with what I got. That's okay. Man, dice and bullish, just crazy. Ugh. It was crazy because this account, this one right here, the one that went red, was due for a payout today. Not today, not anymore. Boo. How's VIX doing to finish up today? VIX is still moving a little bit. Do we sell off by the end of the day today, or do we keep rallying? What do you guys think? Rally or sell? What do you think we get to finish off the day? Oh, shit. Rally. Back to equilibrium, like somewhere in the middle. Maybe so, maybe so. I'll tell you what I'm not going to do. Trade 2 minutes before market close anymore. EST, I had to take it. Oh boy, that was crazy. 2 minutes before freaking market closes. That was a $1,200 loss yesterday. At the end of the day, but I had to tap that LP as I had to take it. Or no, it was hedge pressure. It was bulls on bottom and hedge pressure were nearby. It's so crazy. I made $208 today. After all the and Tradeify. And I hit DLL on my funded, but that was inevitable. Like my funded, I tapped like right here. I grabbed it right there. And I stopped out super quick on that. QQQ close is 4 p.m. Eastern the day before. Yeah, that's yesterday's close, correct. Yeah. So today, officially, guys, we had the biggest stream we've ever had today. Yesterday, we had the biggest afternoon stream we ever had. That's incredible. It's like every day it's bigger. Today, today, not only did we have the most views for the morning session, we had 7,500 views in the morning session. This is the biggest by views morning stream we had. We had the biggest concurrent viewership of 1169 viewers. That is crazy. This is 3,000 more viewers that we normally have see the stream in the morning. For whatever reason, appreciate it. Appreciate you guys supporting the stream. That's what I'm telling you guys. You guys like when I dig myself out of a hole. That draws everyone's attention. When I get to fight it out. And then, boy, that was fun. That was really fun. 2K next, man. I really appreciate you guys. Y'all have been so cool to this stream and this community. We're really thankful. IDOC's thankful, you know. All the mods, all the employees of Rocket Scooter, they're very thankful. You know, you guys are helping support the, you know, the livings of, or support the families of a bunch of people that, you know, work here. Slacks and all these people, they're all very grateful. You know, the company's been growing very well. You guys have been hopefully enjoying what it is we offer and what we bring to the table. Really got to thank you guys, you know. Pickle better be thankful. He may act like a brat, but he's definitely thankful. All right. How do we finish this day off? Liquidity pocket, man. As much as I want to just like trade off of this little level here, I'd like to just say that I'm still on my streak. I don't think I changed the, did I say 18 days? I think I miscounted. 17 days. Dude, it's like current day streak 17 days, current trade streak 14 days. So obviously I lost a bunch of trades this morning. Our current trade streak 4 trades. So my last 4 trades were all winners. Before that, a bunch of losers this morning. 71% win rate. So my win rate that was like 76% earlier when it was like market was more bearish and stuff, now it's inched down closer to 71%, but it's still 70%, which is good. It's 5.5 month win rate, 88, or 4.5 month win rate, 88%. Sorry, 88 trading days, which is 4.5 months. 71%. Pretty good. Otter onesie, yeah, that'd be kind of fun. I'm able to have an MHP on gold. Yeah, Bradley, you can, right? You type in GLD, and then you can convert the futures. GLD is an ETF for gold. And MHP is 3006. Like today with gold, we opened on top of MHP and supported for a gamma squeeze, right? So, yes, sir. We got everything. Please give away 1 account. All right. Let's do it. Let me see what I want to do. Let's do it. Let's do take profit. I think it'll have some take profits to give away. And today, let's do something extra special. Let me give away a take profit 150K test account. How about a 150K account? I'll just do one today. TPT. One 150K account. Not the 50Ks like I usually do. But because we had the biggest stream we've ever had, let's do a 150K. How about that? I'll get you guys the best one out there that they got. I'm like, I want to make one trade so bad. It's like, I wanted this so bad, but I'm like, okay, maybe I'm gonna be overdoing it. Take profit, as you guys know, we love take profit. One of the best firms out there, at least as far as we're concerned. Take Profit in this community is you guys' most used prop firm as far as like affiliate code use. You guys use more Take Profit than anything else here. This is by far one of the favorites in the community. Daily payouts. I want to know what you guys' favorite rule of Take Profit is, by the way. After you guys type TPT, what is your favorite rule and like why you guys like them? I'm just curious. Ever since they got rid of the no DLL, it's been amazing, right? Daily payouts and 5 live accounts. Daily payout, static draw on tests. Wait, it's static on tests? Are you kidding? I actually should start like learning what it is they do there. Hold on. So test is no profit split, blah, blah, unlimited number of accounts and test. Oh, wow. So you can just like load up on these accounts and then just YOLO until you pass 5 of them. That's kind of cool. End of the day drawdown. No, it's not static, but it's EOD. And there's consistency rule. What is the consistency rule on Take Profit? 50%. Okay. All right. So basically, Take Profit tests is just like Top Step, basically. Which is basically the same thing. 50% end of the day drawdown. And pass it in 2 days. Pass it in 2 days, right? Or 3 days, right? 3-day pass. With consistency, 50%. 3-day pass. On eval side. Well, technically, well, right, 2 days, but that's if you get 50-50, right? Exactly. Is it 5 days to pass? Wait, 5 days to pass the test. How does that make sense with a 50% consistency? Somebody explain that to me. How many days to pay? Okay, stop typing TPT, guys. Stop typing. It's over. You can only enter one time. If somebody types TPT after 10 seconds from now, I cancel the giveaway for everyone else. 10, 9. If you type it again, I'm canceling the giveaway. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop typing. All right, no giveaway. Fuck you guys. Stop typing in chat. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. All right, giveaway's canceled. Sorry. Jesus Christ. I'm trying to talk to people here. All right, mods, can you ban from chat the last 10 people to type TPT, please? Ban them permanently from chat. Thank you. All right, I'll do the TPT giveaway, but stop typing. I'll do it, but Jesus Christ, listen, I'm trying to read what people are saying. Oh my God. All right, here we go. All right, so what are your favorite, I'll do it, just chill. What are your favorite rules about them? So questions I have. What is, so in the sim side, you pass in 50% consistency, but somebody said 5 days to pass with 50% consistency and 1 day to pay out after buffer. Thank you, T. That's what I was trying to get to. Okay, so you can pass it in 5 days. And so with 50% consistency, that's crazy. That's awesome. Like one, you can make a big ass YOLO trade, then you got 4 more days to just trade small. That's kind of cool. That's actually really nice. I see why you guys like that. So wait, 2 days to pass though. See, you guys are all different rules. So is it 2 days? It's 5 days to qualify. And you have to maintain 50% consistency after 5 days. But why do you keep saying 2 days? So you flip the other 3, right? That's it. Flip the other 3. Okay. So that's pretty cool. Now, whatever is left, daily loss rule, drawdown, end of the day. Then it's intraday when you go pro. And what's the difference between pro and pro plus? Pro is a second sim phase. You have to pass a second sim. Pro plus is live. Oh, okay, cool. So pro plus, so pro is paid. Okay, cool. So 80-20 profit split in the pro. You can have 5 accounts go funded. And then there is no consistency. Wow. Okay. And then hold on. And no daily loss limit. No consistency, no daily loss limit in the sim funded. What's the payout cap? That's my next question. So in pro, what's payout cap? There's got to be payout cap, right? How much can you make before you go live? What's the criteria to go live, I guess? 10K? It's 10K per account, right? No, there's a cap. There's always a cap before they move you to live. 10K before you go live. Thank you. I know the prop space so well. So if you have no DLL and no consistency, that's actually pretty cool. That's just like my funded futures, but at 10K you go live. Okay, 10K, thank you. So then when you go live, then what's the rules? This is like my funded futures expert, which is very cool. That's why you guys like them with daily payouts. That's pretty damn good. But it's intraday drawdown. Ah, that's the kicker. Okay, so it's slightly less cool than in my funded futures because intraday drawdown, trailing drawdown, which kind of sucks till you go live. What's the buffer then that you need to get? We'll do the giveaway in a second, you guys. How much buffer do you need to get rid of the trailing drawdown? You seem to come to starting point. The buffer is MLL. Okay, cool. So it's basically like expert plus Apex put together. Just like, okay, cool. And then once you make 10K, you go live. And the live criteria is no daily loss limit, which is fucking great. Drawdown, end of the day, which is fucking great. No buffer, which is great. And up to 5 live accounts, 90-10 split. Withdrawal date. Now I see why you guys like take profit. If it wasn't for the intraday drawdown in the middle, it would be the best account there is on the planet. That's not bad. So 10K, so they have payout cap, which, so like Matt's triumvirate. Okay, now you guys, I love you. Spam TPT now. Everybody spam it because I deleted the whole contest when I rage quit earlier. But now you guys can spam it. Thank you. I love you guys. Spam that shit. I'm going to give away a 150K account. Spam it now. You guys can spam again. All right, thank you. Thank you. I rage quit and I ended the contest. All right, now we're back. LOL. I'm back. I'm sorry. Let's go. I just needed the info. I need to find out why you guys like these guys so much. This is very cool. So I love the program. No DLL and no consistency. Once you go funded is pretty damn cool. And the fact that you can buy unlimited of these accounts to just pass to get 5, that's cool too. So how many, like you can buy infinite number of the sim accounts, can't you? Or is there a max? Like on the eval side, can you just buy unlimited amounts or what? And only type it one time, guys. And only gonna count one time. Hard to beat daily withdrawal. Yeah, that's true. Infinite number. That's great. So when they have like a sale or something, you guys can load up like 50 of those things just to pass 5. Oh, that's cool. I wonder, is it a monthly fee or a one-time fee? That's my last question. Per month. Okay, it's per month. Activation fee. That's my next question. Is there activation fee on these things? What the exact VIX ticker is, Itai? I don't know if the I forgot what the ticker is on TradingView. I don't know. They have no activation fee often during sales. Okay, 40% right now with no activation. Okay, cool. So no activation without the code. Okay, not on the growth account. Okay. So if you, so that basically when they have a sale, trading for keeps said, so you just basically like go past them all and then sit there and just rotate one in so you always have 5. That's kind of cool. But you have to pay monthly fee on those, right? While you sit on them, you still got to pay every month. Kind of like Apex. They always have the sale. Okay. So you don't, wait, once you don't, it's not a monthly fee? One-time fee? Yeah, it is a monthly fee. No fees once you pass the eval. Oh, that's cool. So basically, you go when they have the sale, you load up in the evals, you stock up on them, and at the end of the sale, or it's like when they have the sale, stock up on them, and then just push 5 to funded. And it's intraday, so you're gonna blow up a lot to just kick one of the evals over. That is actually really cool. Yeah, that's actually pretty cool. That's a very generous and quick path to live. That's what I do like about it. It looks like with that setup, you can brute force to live pretty quickly if you have a lot of money. Kind of like brute forcing big fat payouts with Apex. You can go in there and like just when they have a sale, just go crazy ape shit on it. You need to get half your profit target. You get 50% and flip the rest of 2 days. All you need to do is just YOLO hard. Like buy the dip, buy 50 accounts and then buy the dip, buy the dip, buy the dip, buy the dip, and pass half of them. And then do it again, and then just load up on a bunch of past evals, and then roll 5 over, and then take it seriously once you're trailing. Do a bunch of base hits or 50%, 5 days have passed. Sounds pretty good. 10 activations per month. Oh, so you can only do 10 activations per month. Okay. Ah, there's the kicker. Okay, so you can't brute force it. If you can only activate 10 per month. Aha. They found a hole in my plan. There's always a hole in the plan. So that's kind of cool. That's good for them. Yeah, I'm like, because you could just brute force big payouts. Or sorry, brute force live accounts. So I'm going to spin the wheel, guys. This is for 150K. Thank you for giving us the biggest stream we've ever had. Normally I'll give away 50Ks, but today I'm feeling extra generous. I'll give you a 150K. Whoever's name I draw today. 150K TPT. It's 100. Oh, and you have to pay $1,500 to reset after your 10th activation. Ali Sheik, you're the winner today. Congratulations. Good job, man. Cool. Very, very, very cool. This month, I'm going to ask for us to go negotiate for a lot more of these accounts because we've been growing so big. Hope we'll get more going forward. Congrats, bud. 150K. Yeah, I can see why you guys like TPT and why it's the biggest seller here, because those are some pretty solid rolls. No daily loss limit, no consistency. That's really good. The intraday drawdown makes it harder than my funded futures. It makes it harder with the other intraday end of the day drawdown accounts. But that's only the middle step. And if you can only activate 10 per month, that's actually pretty cool because it's not like Apex where you just keep unlimitedly brute forcing. Where Apex experiences problems. 10 a month is going to keep them from, going under and becoming insolvent. Yeah. Have I looked into alpha futures? You guys have asked me this like 10 times this week. What's up with alpha futures? I keep get asked these guys. I haven't, and I don't like giving people visibility on my stream unless I know something about them. So let's take a look. The first thing I care about is who runs the damn company. And I'm looking at this. And again, I want to know who's running the company before I even endorse it or talk about it. Okay, here we go. Oh, here we go. Here are these guys. Do we know any of these guys? I don't know any of these guys. They're not big names in the space or anything. They're just so that's like so many people I don't know. Okay. Giveaways over, guys. I like when they show like who we are. Like go to a website and you don't know who the owners are. They're out of what's Alpha Capital? What is that? Alpha Capital Group. Who are they? Let's Google those guys. Always got to open websites off stream. That way I don't introduce something on stream that you're not supposed to see. So every time I'm opening a new site, I always drag off screen. This is a streamer safety thing. As you never know if you open up something that can get you banned. So what is this? Alpha Capital. Is it another prop firm or something? Oh, an FX firm. Oh, okay. So they're Forex that turn futures. Okay. Are they big? Let's take a look. Decently big. I don't know anything about them, so let's see what the trading, how it works. Okay, they have standard, advanced, zero, future. Okay, what is all this? Like I said, all prop firms these days come out with pretty similar models to each other. Like I don't endorse it because I've never used it. I don't know anything about it, so I'm not giving them much time, but just take a look at it. Standard plan. This is futures. So standard plan, advanced plan, some other plan. Okay. That's the cheaper, that's the more expensive, that's the medium. I don't know what this one is. Zero plan. What the heck is this? One trade at eval. So they're not even like, oh, I'm sorry, they're not even organized in the right order. Cheapest one, 79, 99, and then 139. Okay. Ask Tyler about them. Does Ty use them? Okay, I'll ask him. All right, let's compare the two plans. Profit target. Didn't say what type of drawdown. It doesn't even say what kind of drawdown it is. I hate when they don't tell you everything. Total drawdown, is it static? Is static or what? USA traders not allowed. Maybe on the Forex side, but maybe future side, yeah? Is it end of the day? It's end of the day. They don't say that on here. Okay, so end of the day. 750 daily loss limit. None of that. Once you get qualified, I guess that's funded. There's a 2% of account balance. So on the 50K, it's going to be 4,000 bucks. I'm sorry, no, 2%, 1,000 bucks. $1,000 DLL is dog shit on a 50K. 2%, 2,000 bucks on 100K. That's tight. 2% is tight for this contract scaling you give. Not bad, but it's like, kind of wish you had a little bit more. But that's all right. 2,000 is tight on 1,000. I'd like to see 2,500 or more. By contrast, Tradeify's daily loss limit is 3,750 with a 150K account. This is going to be closer to 3,000 bucks. So closer, but it could be better. Not that it's really tight on DLL when you're funded. When you're eval, there is not one, which is good. Consistency 50%, that's good. Hold through news, nobody cares about that. Resets, same price, okay. No profit split, that's good. Total drawdown, 5250 for 419 a month. Cost per drawdown, drawdown per dollar. So we're gonna do this divided by that. This is actually pretty good for the price. And now if they have sales on this, this is really good. You look for a ratio that's 9 or 10 or greater when it comes to, or 9 or greater, this divided by that. So this is definitely greater than 10. So the cost to drawdown ratio is really good. But when you go funded, this is really tight on the DLL. Other than that, the value is good. If you're asking me to analyze this on value, but the problem is for 400 bucks, profit target's really big. For eval, 12,000 bucks. That's a lot, but in general, that is cheap to get. This is going to be a 12.5 for the most part. Cost to drawdown ratio. And drawdown to cost ratio, anything above 9 is good for end of the day. It's competitive. This is greater than 10. So this is very good value. But because of that value, you got a 12,000 profit target. So it's like where they take and where they give is they give you cheap account, but your profit target's pretty big. And consistency of 50% is pretty cool. Yeah, nothing crazy with that. It's unique in that they make you trade a bigger profit target. But with these kind of accounts, with no daily loss limit, you can YOLO trade them to get to that 12,000. With 50%, you can get it in 2 trades, which is pretty nice. But then you got to slow down with the 2% DLL once you're funded and a 90% profit split. So when it comes to this, they're not better than Funded Next. Funded Next is going to have no profit split, a bigger daily loss limit per 100K account, and no DLL in general. So Funded Next, when it has its sale, I'm going to beat this easily. Funded Next has no daily loss limit in funded. When they have their sale, no daily loss limit here. They give you a nearer profit target. It's 6,000 on the 100K account rather than 8, and no profit split. So these guys, I would rather trade Funded Next. They win in 3 different categories. 2 categories when there's not a sale. So same kind of thing for end of the day. Top step definitely better than it as well. Yeah. So you want the standard, not the advanced? Why would you want the standard? What's the difference? Oh, here we go. Daily loss limit, still not that great. Tradeify's daily loss limit on straight to funded is better than this. This is not straight to funded. 40% consistency, that's good and competitive. I like this at funded stage. 70-90% profit split, don't even fuss with it. Funded Next has no profit split. Don't do a lot of work and give up 30% of it. Yeah, this plan sucks. Nothing personal anyone else says, it's not any good. You give away 70%. Look at this. You're going to give away 37% on taxes. You give away another 30% on profit split. Don't even deal. Payouts 1 and 2, 70% profit split. Yeah, this company's absolute dog shit. It's not even bad. It's terrible. It's complete shit. Don't even use it. All right, let's never talk about them again. 70%. Listen, guys. 37% will go to taxes. 30% will go to the firm. Yeah, if you don't waste your time to keep 23% of, or sorry, 67. 30. If you want to waste your time to keep 33% of your work, by all means. But if you touch alpha futures, you're absolutely an idiot to keep 33% of your profit at the end of the day. Fuck that shit. Oh my God, that's ridiculous. 70% profit split? Stupid. No, it's not even worth it. Not only that, the rules aren't even clear. Nothing personal to these guys. Good luck to them. But whoever, y'all asked me 5 or 10 times what I thought about it. I finally looked at it. It's not even bad. It's complete shit. Tradeify's straight to funded is better than this. Straight to funded is better parameters. End of the day drawdown, you get bigger end of the day drawdown for the same cost with Funded Next. And when you have a 30% off sale, there is zero profit split there. So Funded Next absolutely wipes these guys out of the water. It's ridiculous. Yeah. Tell Tyler in the morning. I mean, I don't know why Tyler likes it. Everyone likes prop firms for different reasons. What? Again, there may be a reason Tyler likes it. But again, use your own judgment. If it works for you, it doesn't work for you. I'll ask him why he likes it. Damn, look at NASDAQ going, baby. End of the day, bull zone. Look at you guys rolling this. Very nice. Who's longing this, by the way, right now? You guys long or not? 70% profit split. Who would even think that that's good? Like, I don't understand. Am I missing something or what? Like, don't let me speak too soon. Am I missing something? The standard plan, that somebody says check out standard. So standard already is absolute trash. Like, nobody's going to give up 70% of their gain to taxes and profit split minus the fee. Minus the fee on top of that. You make $10,000 on a 100K account, you already lost 1.5% just to the fee and then everything else. So this standard plan, I wouldn't touch this at all. Okay, let's pay a little bit more for the better plan. 90% profit split is better. Maybe Tyler uses this, but somebody said check out the standard. Not even worth it. Like, what are you going to try to save $100 a month to make nothing at the end of it? No. The standard so the standard plan is complete trash. The advanced plan is decent. It's not bad. It's good, but the drawdown is tight. The total drawdown is tight. This is very similar to Funded Next. Funded Next has zero profit split, and Funded Next gives you a bigger drawdown on a 100K account. They give you 2,400, which is 2.4%. These guys only give you 2. So Funded Next wins here. Funded Next wins there. Max allocation, 3 accounts. That's the same as Funded Next. Yeah. So I see zero reason to use these guys when everything else is better stats. But I'm not saying that to be mean. Nothing personal. I've never heard of these guys, so you guys mentioned them, but their offerings aren't any good. Yeah. Took this long. You guys got it. You guys got it. Cool. Look at trade day. All right, trade day. Again, I'm not biased to any of these firms. I'll give you guys my honest thought on them. Why I think they're good or not good. Okay, trade day. I've just seen so many of these prop firms. I know what's competitive and what's not. And I'm not reading all the fine print. I'm just reading the surface rules. A lot of times they'll give you something on the back end that they think is a good value prop. But All right. Trade day. They have intraday, end of the day, static, one of each. Okay. That's cool. They have multiple options. Let's look at back the static first of all. Statics are usually, so let me compare it. Let me tell you guys, let me look up Elite Trader Funding really quick. Elite Trader Funding and Futures Desk are like the S tier static accounts out there. So let me open up ETF static and compare dollar to dollar. It's really hard to beat ETF static account. It is by far my favorite static, and Futures Desk is also very good. All right. So let's look at the, let's just kind of compare them side by side. So there's static for, let's talk about drawdown. For 500 drawdown, it'll cost you $90 a month for static. For 500 drawdown, it'll cost you 34 bucks at ETF. So already, after the sale. So again, this is absolute dog shit. So trade day, static, ETF is 3 times better on drawdown to cost ratio. ETF 30 bucks will get you 500. 90 bucks will get you 500. So let's skip that because it's not better than ETF. End of the day drawdown. Let's compare this to Tradeify's growth account because that's middle tier. And end of the day, let's compare it to my funded futures. See, end of the day drawdown, 99 bucks, 3,005, 7 trading days, trailing drawdown of 2. Profit target 3. So trailing drawdown of 2 on 50. So let's see if these are any good. Hold on. Let me open up Tradeify really quick. So in end of the day drawdown accounts, my funded futures is top of the line. Funded next is next, and then Tradeify is kind of in the middle, even though it's really good. Their growth account is what we're going to compare it to dollar for dollar. All right, so trade day for 3,000. For 2,000, it's going to cost you 100. With Tradeify, 2,000 will cost you this minus 30% that we get off. So a quarter off of that, or 30% off of that, is 42 bucks. So this is about 100 bucks for 2,000. This is 100 bucks for 2,000. So they're about the same price for 2,000 drawdown. Okay. So the price is same with the growth. That's kind of cool. I don't know if there is a consistency rule or not. I don't see it on here, and I hate having to research this stuff. It's not bad. But again, Tradeify is like my 3rd ranked end of the day drawdown. I don't know if there's uncapped payouts, DLL, or any of that. Like, I hate when they don't give you all the stuff here and I got to go look at it. So because of that, I'm not going to go dive in and try to research. They need to tell me everything up front. Here? What's the, is there daily loss limit? What is it? What's the consistency rule? 30% in 7 days to pass. Okay, so these guys are Tradeify clone. So this is also like the same amount, 30% in 7 days to pass, same stuff. Similar, right? Not bad. This isn't a bad account. It's very similar to growth. Which doesn't state it, but it's 35% consistency. This is 30. So for the same price, it's similar to growth, but growth gives you 5% more consistency. And Tradeify growth is not even the best one out there. My funded futures wins in every category because there is no consistency and no DLL. So no DLL as well. So I'll tell you what I'm looking for here. The static is absolutely terrible. This end of the day is not bad. It's very much Tradeify equivalent, which is ranked 3rd on my list of the words we work with. So it's kind of middle tier. It's not the best, but it's a decent value. Like growth is a decent value, but nobody should get growth because my funded futures is immediately like so much better value because this has consistency and daily loss limit. You don't want either one of those. But these guys are slightly better because for the same price, there's no DLL. So I say this might be slightly better than Tradeify on the end of the day drawdown front. But if you're gonna do end of the day drawdown, there's no reason you shouldn't be using funded next or my funded. They're absolutely S tier, by far better than this by a long shot. Intraday drawdown, I don't even like those, but this is like the Apex model. It looks very similar with the 3,000 target and 2,000 trailing. That's actually really good to have when these are closer to each other in value, it's nice. You don't want 3,000 with the 1,000 drawdown. So your profit target to trail ratio is good. This allows you to scale a little bit better in the account. So it's like pretty much slightly better than Apex. So this is pretty strong-ish, especially for 59 bucks for 2,000 drawdown. That's actually not bad. So of their accounts, I'd say their intraday kind of ranks a little bit better than the other two, but I wouldn't say anything with that firm is a severe value over any of the other ones. There's nothing they offer that's unique or different, and they kind of rank somewhere in the middle. So not bad. They got daily payouts. Yeah, that definitely makes them better than the Tradeify Growth, I would say, if they have daily payouts. See, I didn't know that. That's actually good. And that's probably better than Apex because of the daily payouts also. I didn't know they had daily payouts. See, here's the thing with these firms, right? As a customer, I got to make my decision pretty quick. And if it's not up there immediately for me to see that, then there's no way I'm going to know that. I'm going to judge on the surface. So, look up futures desk and tax break. Okay, hold on. They're probably talking about when you go to live, you get the 60/40 tax roll. I'm not really sure what they're talking about. Tax break. So yeah, the one we just looked at, it's not bad. It's not terrible. The static is terrible, but the other two aren't bad. I'd say the stronger of theirs is more like the TPT competitor, which would be the intraday if you like intraday. But the end of the day drawdown just kind of falls middle tier. There's not really a huge value prop for it. The no DLL is kind of nice. It's competitive with like my funded futures expert. I can't look up the tax break. You have to read it to me or tell me what it says. I don't see it on their site. Oh, once your live balance reaches 10,000, residents can offer K1 tax treatment by moving trading through their sister company. It translates to lower overall tax liability compared to a 1099. Yeah, so the two different types of ways you get paid out via this kind of trading is either A, you can get on a 1256, which is basically you're getting futures gains and you're taxed with the 60/40 rule. The schedule K1, you're shared. A K1 is like investment share. Like your K1 is like partnership returns. So like K1 is going to be like if you have like a commodity pool, and it's a partnership returns, I guess. So you're getting paid on a K1, and I don't know how the tax liability of K1 is different. It's considered distribution, right? Or that's distribution. It's more like income. It's not really distribution. It's like income from partnership. So K1 means like you and someone else become partners in a company and they get paid on a K1. Now, I don't know the tax liability of K1s, how it's different. Because wouldn't you be paying, you guys that do K1s, my question is, aren't you paying, because then you're not paying capital gains tax, you're just getting paid returns from a commodity pool in a way. K1s means you're partner in a company, and therefore you get a distribution from all the returns. If you're trading the company's money, you own a portion of that money, which means you get a portion of the return. But I thought it would still be taxed at like 60/40, right? Full write-offs for everything on K1. But what about the capital gains? Who pays the capital gains tax on the trading account if it's K1? I've never traded through a company. That's why I don't know this. K1 is pass through. So you still pay capital gains tax on it as it's passed through to you? Okay. So it's reported as investment income. So you're still paying 60/40 on K1. Okay. Then that's where the benefit is. It's just like a 1256 then. Okay. So yeah, so some of the prop firms that do K1s, it's just a different way to get the income reported. So as a distribution, it's a pass through to you. So therefore you're paying 60/40 tax. And this is a tax break over 1099, which is wages tax. Okay. I love that I have smart people in the stream teaching me something. I know it's passed through for like distribution income for like a partnership. Like if you in a partnerships, you get your K1, it's reported as pass-through income. It just tacks on to whatever you got. So this is pass-through investment income, I guess, what you guys are saying. So therefore, it adds to your investment returns. But everything is able to write off, literally everything. Explain. Do you have to file your taxes per quarter? If you make a lot of money, you should file your taxes per quarter. It's just regular income until you have a private account. This is what I don't understand. Would I lose money to meet consistency or accept the bigger target? Accept the bigger target, James. Rich James. Because in reality, you have to take more trades anyways. Think about it like this. Whether it's wait till tomorrow to trade one more day to get a bigger target, or take the other trade today to get a smaller target. It's one extra trade no matter how you look at it, Rich James. So it's equivalent. It's the equivalent choice both ways. And if you try to lose and you accidentally make money, you only make the problem worse. So the correct answer is always wait till tomorrow. If you guys ever want to answer that question, that's it. The degrees of freedom, you have one fewer degree of freedom to wait till tomorrow. So imagine that you try to lose today, but you accidentally win. You make the problem worse. Say that you try to lose today and you lose. Congratulations. You had to make one more trade to get a payout. If you wait till tomorrow, you also have to make one more trade to get a payout. Does that make sense? So degrees of freedom, it's better for you to wait till tomorrow. That's how I feel about that. I think that's how I would perceive that. Trust me, when I try to lose, dude, I win if I try to lose sometimes. But it adds one more day if you have to make 2K more. It's one more day or one more trade. It's the same thing. He either has to make 2K tomorrow or lose however much today, right? It's a trading day is a trading day. So whether he has to lose 500 today or make 2K tomorrow, or say that you went over 500 today, right? And if you have a 50% consistency, then you have to make 1,000 tomorrow or lose 500 today. It really doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things because your trade is going to make pretty much 500 or 1,000 either way. Now, if your consistency is 20% or like a low one, it might hurt you more. If you made 500 extra dollars and it's going to multiply by 5, then you're going to need to make 2,500 tomorrow or lose 500 today. In reality, trading one or two NASDAQ contracts, it's one trade either way. You can easily make the bigger one or the smaller one in one trade anyways. A lower consistency, you may want to choose to lose, but then if you accidentally win, remember it's multiplied again by 5. So the problem exacerbates further if you accidentally win, if you're trying to lose. Yeah. So thinking about it the way that it is, if you can guarantee you're going to lose the trade, go for it. But because you can't control that, you only make the problem worse with a coin flip. And you don't make the problem better if you win. You still have to take one extra trade anyways and try to lose. So just take your extra trade tomorrow with a higher balance, because also higher balance means more cushion, right? So it's better to have more cushion also. There's actually two good things of waiting till tomorrow. Yeah, you can always go in and out really quick for the commissions and reduce the balance. Right, so if you're right on the edge, you can do that trick and just go in and out, in and out, in and out, and then whittle the account down to get it under. And now if you're $5,000 away from that, it might take you forever. But if you're like 50 bucks away from that, just go purposefully burn it to consistency. But if you're like thousands of dollars away, it might be hard to do that. Yeah. Yeah, you guys have some good points. Just short at MHP, LOL. Yeah. If you're close enough, just open and close a bunch. Yeah. It would add 2 more days in your example. It only, if it adds however many more days, right? So it'll depend. If it depends on your consistency, like how much more it adds, right? Oh, that's true. And even at $1,000, doing 50 micros and whittle it down. True. If there's no micro scaling, then maybe you can do that trick to whittle it down. Yeah. So that is true. These guys are right. So that is actually helpful. But also remember, there's nothing wrong with having a bigger balance the next day with more buffer to play with. That's not a bad thing. So I guess to each their own, just depends on where you are with it. Like for me, like the Tradeify that went over 1631, I don't necessarily, I can go knock it back down to 1200 to save me an extra couple of days of trading. But, you know, the account's got $40,000 worth of buffer. Like I'm never going to blow that up, even having to make 2 extra days of trading. So it's kind of up to you. I'd rather have the bigger buffer with a bigger account size. I mean, with the smaller account size. Just to give me more room to not blow up. Oh shit, market's closed. Guys, I didn't even know it was 3 o'clock. Well, there's this account that you said is a special that's running. Everybody should get. It's a growth account. Funded next Friday morning is going to be having no DLL accounts. I'm following and tell you the no DLL sale is coming back Friday morning. So just like last time. Next boot camp will start in August, but the current boot camp is going to start in 10 minutes. So 50% for buy for the futures is not gone. It lasts until the end of July. Yeah, these guys are right. So it's kind of up to you how you want to decide if you want to learn, like earn it or not. Not a new boot camp starts now. The current boot camp starts now. So we're in the middle of the last one. And you guys are more than welcome to join early if you want. Just remember, after 30 days, you gotta re-up to $20 to keep going. So, and you might be confused because you're in the middle of it. How much is a discount at FundedX on Friday? I can't tell you the discount, but it's gonna be good. I can't leak the whole thing. I'll leak it all tomorrow though, the night before. Yeah, bootcamp is recorded to rewatch, guys. It absolutely is. I really appreciate y'all being here. I'm going to get out of here. It's been a great trading day. What a journey. Like minus, I don't know, whatever it was, 15, 16,000. It was down pretty bad at one point to positive 200. What a crazy freaking day, guys. It was great. All right, we'll see you guys in chat, in Discord. We'll see y'all later. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to sub to the channel. We'll be here live every single day. And any prop questions you guys have, I'm glad to explore prop firms with y'all and let you guys know any questions you guys have, and hopefully my opinion's helpful. I love you guys. See y'all later.